can see the seasoning on the scallop. That's going to get difficult to get it right on that grill, huh?
The grill marks are not too visible.
But not only do you have to cook them properly, you also have to prevent them from burning.
Dumpling is also going to be difficult because that mixture goes in there raw. So you've got to make sure the seasoning's right.
Yeah.
You don't overcook it so it shrinks and get watery.
Yeah.
This is going to be quite a challenge.
And also the dough that it doesn't break off, while it's cooking, because obviously everything's going to pop out and it's going to be too watery.
My next step for the broth is to add the dried tuna flakes, but they basically weigh like nothing, so nothing's being picked up on the scale. So I'm trying to read some form of grams on there so I can have a round estimate of what to put in the broth.
So Penny, how are we doing?
I'm pretty nervous about foams. I know it sounds a bit weird, but today is actually the first time I've actually tasted a foam. Because I often think they look quite silly on a plate, but I think it actually works on this plate.
It's quite an intense stock, and so you just get a hint of that with the foam. Otherwise, if you poured that broth onto the plate, you'd bring it far too intense for the scallops, which are quite subtle.
I think it's a very exciting dish to cook, to be honest.
think so.
I think we're both feeling very excited about making it because it's something different.
Well, good luck, Pen.
Thanks, Pete.
20 minutes left. I decided it's now time to roll out the dough to make my dumplings. I flipped my board over because the other side was covered in fishiness, so I didn't want that to affect the dough too much. I put flour on the board and I start to roll out, and I'm looking for a really, really fine kind of dough that you can almost see through.
I'm pretty comfortable with rolling out dumpling dough because I've done it a few times before. I've got to look at how thick the consistency is as well. Usually when I make these at home, I make them really, really thin so you can almost see through the dumpling.
How's it going, Penny?
I think I lag behind a bit, eh? You?
Okay.
How are your dumplings?
Hey,
How are your dumplings going?
I'm doing them now. You come in with this picture of you're not going to be friends with anyone because you need to win, and that's that. And making such a bond with someone that shares that same passion as you, it's unbelievable. And then realizing that you can actually join those food dreams together and possibly winning.
15 minutes to go, ladies.
Ready?
The plating's going to take some time as well, so keep that in mind.
Yes, chef. I end up making 6 dumplings instead of 4, just in case something goes wrong with one of them. I do all 6 together, so I place the filling in each one first, and then I only start to sort of bunch them up.
It's getting down to the wire now. It's final touches at the moment. Who's going to use their time best? You can see the difference between Roxy and Penny in terms of the way they're making the dumplings. Penny's obviously made them before because she's laid them out, filling one process. Roxy's making one, finishing it. It's a time-consuming way of doing things. Roxy's made 3 dumplings. So if one bursts or one sticks to the steamer, Penny's made 6, so she's got the room to maneuver. When you've only got this much time, that's the kind of thing that's going to save you.
But the scallops, you have to cook them perfectly, and it's not going to be that easy. I mean, we're not always accustomed to cooking on these yakitori grills, and especially when it comes to seafood. Meat might be easier, but seafood, especially something as delicate as a scallop.
Really unforgiving.
Under 10 minutes left, contestants. Under 10 minutes. You're going to need about, I would say, more than 5 minutes for that plating. You have to speed it up.
For me, I feel like maybe the pressure is on because I still need to do the scallops and the foam and still need to plate, and my time is like very limited.
I take the scallops and brush them with oil on the yakitori grill.
Careful with that one.
I didn't get to marinate my scallops as much as I wanted to, but I was really falling behind.
Ruben? too hot.
It's good. You can use the spatula as well.
This is hot, eh? Yo! The heat on this grill is unbelievable. Yo.
That is really hot.
It's very hot. Yo!
That grill is hot. It makes you stress more because you're not quite sure if maybe that temperature is way too hot for those scallops.
There are a few things going on at this point, but now I've got to turn to my foam. I add the lecithin in, which is going to give it that foaming effect. And I start to blend it and nothing really happens. At this point, I'm thinking, I'm not going to be able to put this dish together.
Guys, you've got 6 minutes left. Don't forget, these are the only scallops that you have.
Yes.
You cannot mess these up.
I take the scallops off and I put them in a dish. They also tend to still cook even after taking it off the heat. I rub the marinade over because first it looks really appetizing. You don't put any seasoning basically on the scallop, so you need that saltiness from the marinade to pull through the entire dish. Still got to make my foam, and it's quite difficult to achieve.
Penny and Roxy, you've tasted the dish, you've seen how it looks like. Now it's time for you to make the exact replica of that dish. You've got less than 5 minutes to do this. Make sure you've got it on the plate, yeah?
Yes, chef. 5 minutes to go. This is definitely the most pressure I've felt in this whole competition. I kind of glance over at Roxy. It kind of looks like she's got things under control her side, and I do actually start to panic.
Roxy, Pen, you've got 3 minutes left. Come on, guys, we need to start doing some plating here.
Look, this is hot.
So the last few minutes, I'm trying to put my plate together, trying to see Chef Igor's dish and trying to plate exactly the same. But it's so difficult when there's all these like little elements, and I'm really nervous. I'm thinking, am I even going to get anything on the plate at this rate I'm going?
2 minutes left, contestants.
I've got my scallops on now as well. My mushrooms in them are still on the grill. I grab them off with my fingers, burn myself in the process, but don't feel the pain at that point.
"60 seconds to go, guys. Still quite a few things to go onto those plates. Get a move on.
Let's move it. Let's move it.
I'm worried about this foam, guys. The foam is not really foam. It's more like liquid with some like fine froth on the top. I know that I've got no time to fix this foam. I know that I've obviously buggered it up somewhere along the line, and I'm just going to have to deal with it.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop cooking, guys.
Ready to go. Last one.